From bean to bar, the Burdick family in Walpole knows good chocolate. Larry Burdick learned the art of fine chocolate making in Switzerland, but he was aware that cocoa farmers on the Caribbean island of Grenada produce some of the finest beans in the world. During a family trip to the island 20 years ago, Larry met with a group of cocoa farmers and discovered much more than just the value of high-quality beans.
I started talking to them, and they were all telling me that they can't get enough money for their beans. They're having trouble making ends meet. They worked hard, they were living in poverty. And I said, why don't you make chocolate? I mean, because that step of value-added processing is where the money really comes in. And they said, well, we don't know how. And I said, well, I'll show you.
That is how Juvet chocolate was created.
Juvet keeps the means of production in Grenada, in the country where the cocoa actually grows. And that benefits the local economy, but it also benefits us here because we have a direct source to some of the finest flavored cocoa in the world. The Burdicks funded the renovation of a building in Grenada, turning it into the Diamond Chocolate Factory. They provided the machinery and taught the farmers how to make chocolate.
It was in a part of the island where there weren't a lot of jobs. That was important, that we were creating jobs somewhere where people really needed jobs.
After a few days, the sticky pulp is gone.
Larry's son, Jake Burdick, is living on Grenada, working at the factory. There are 12 precise steps to turn a bean into a bar, a complex process that begins with hard work, determination, and skill.
The first step of chocolate making begins with the cocoa tree. Cocoa farmers use this long bamboo stick with a hook at the end, and they clip cocoa pods from the tree. They collect those pods and cut them open with a machete, scoop the beans out. The beans, when they're fresh, are covered in a white, juicy pulp. The beans are collected in these big wooden fermentation boxes in that juicy pulp where they ferment for up to 7 days.
Weeks later, blocks of chocolate weighing 2.2 pounds are shipped to Walpole, where Marietta Burdick and employees like Allie work their magic. They melt the chocolate to the right temperature, pour into molds, make sure there are no air bubbles. The machinery gets a little loud, so headphones are a must.
Each mold holds 3 chocolate bars, and then it's going to get placed on a vibrating table, which gets loud, and it gets the air bubbles out.
When the chocolate is smooth and shiny, time for the fun part.
So each bar we make gets hand garnished, and then we're gonna garnish these bars with crystallized ginger and rose petal. Audrey, you can do the rose. I'll start with the ginger, and then you just follow me with the rose petal. You can go right over the rose, excuse me, right over the ginger.
Is that too much?
That's perfect, that's a lot.
Is this one of your more popular bars?
Ginger rose, almond sea salt, and pistachio cherry are our best sellers.
Marietta and the team can make at least 600 to 700 bars a day. Once the bars are cool, they are popped out of the molds and packaged up.
I could think of worse things than working with chocolate all the time, right?
If you work long enough, you may get lucky and come across a bar that doesn't quite make the cut. That's when quality control takes action.
Make sure it tastes good. It's really good.
After every bar is packaged, it is then stamped with batch number and expiration date.
There you go.
You have until 2026 to enjoy this chocolate bar.
Pistachio and cherry chocolate bars ready to be shipped out across the country and internationally. Larry's wife, Paula Burdick, packages up orders in the showroom for weddings, parties, and private events, and will custom design labels and ribbons.
A lot of ribbon tying.
Juvet is 100% Grenadian chocolate. It is not mixed with low-quality beans. When you purchase Juvet, you contribute to improving the quality of life for many hardworking people in Grenada.
Everybody down there picked up quickly on everything that had to be done. And the island is full of interesting, resourceful people. It's a great place.
The term Juvet is derived from French, and it translates to daybreak or dawn, and is associated with Carnival celebrations.
So it connotes like rebirth and happiness and new possibilities.
New possibilities for the hardworking farmers in Grenada. It's a long process, but that was Larry Burdick's vision when he began this venture.
Suddenly there's a dozen new small-scale chocolate makers who are also farmers doing their own thing in value-added processing. So that's been wonderful to see.